And today we'll be reviewing the Babyliss FX3 clipper, trimmer, and shaver. And as you can see, I have the travel case here in my hand, and it retails for $46.75 on eBay. And this travel case is pretty cool. It holds all three units. You got the clipper, the trimmer, and the shaver. Fit all comfortably in. They all have a piece of fabric that holds everything in place. And if we go to the other side of the case, you can see where you can put your tools, your chargers, and everything else on the other side. It gives you a nice decent space for other things that you can carry inside of the case. And coming in at $182, the FX3 Pro clipper. This clipper is a little bit different. It has a lot of torque, it has dual speeds and detachable blades. And Babyliss really went out of their way with the design of this clipper. The way that you adjust and open and close the blades, it's all done by this little black lever that's on the front, not the lever that's usually on the side. And it's more of a button than a lever. And with that, you also have 2 speeds on the clipper. And again, this is a high torque clipper. And as we get deep off into the box, you know, the typical things that we have in here, you know, oil, small tools, the charging port, you know, things like that, typical Babyliss Pro stuff that you get when you buy the clippers. So these guards are a little bit different because of the blade being a lot different. So we'll just, you know, have to see how everything works out. And like I said before, you control the opening and closing of the blades from this little black button that's located on the front of the clipper, right by your thumb, which is it's a little different, but it makes sense. It's ergonomic. So, you know, it's something to get used to if you haven't ever tried it. And this little light right here, this is the indicator, and that's your power button. And the lighter light is the higher speed, and the darker light is the lower speed. And coming in at about $100 is the Babyliss Pro FX3 foil shaver. Now this thing is pretty powerful. It takes hair off really quick, but the design, again, everything, how it looks, how everything goes together with the Babyliss collection, it was just nice. And as we break into the box, you can see, you know, everything is made ergonomic and everything looks nice and it feels good in your hand when you grab it. Now I don't really use foil shavers a lot, but I have had some in the past. The foil usually wears out a little too fast for me, but we're going to give these a shot and see what they do. And if you're enjoying this review, go ahead and like, subscribe, comment, and even, you know, hit that notification bell. And yeah, let's get back into the review. And you can see these shavers they're built pretty sturdy. You know, everything pops on and pops off and feels pretty connected. I don't see this messing up for a while. Now the power button is located on the side, but on the opposite side is another button rather that, you know, removes the top. And I thought that was pretty cool. It's, you know, nice and accessible, nothing too hard, typical what shavers usually look like. And that's your power indicator on the front, and it tells you, if it's, how much battery life you have left. And that's a common light that's on all three units. And speaking of all three units, they all look nice, but the thing that I didn't like, that all three had different chargers. I didn't really like that. I mean, come on, man, at least give me two of them the same or something. So, you need all three different chargers for all three different units. And I didn't like that, but it is what it is. And last but definitely not least, the Babyliss FX3 Pro trimmer. Oh man, this bad boy is pretty good. I'm using other Babyliss trimmers right now, and I can say this is right up there with them. It's lightweight. It feels like a slimline pretty much, with a Babyliss head on it, but it's pretty good. It goes through bulk. It has nice deep teeth, just typical what Babyliss is putting out right now, what they're doing with their trimmers. Top of the line if you ask me. And I was nothing but impressed with this bad boy. Like I said, out of all three machines, this was my favorite. And it was my favorite because it cut just like all the rest of the Babyliss Pro line trimmers. I mean, all of the Babyliss trimmers, you expect excellence from them, so that's what I'm getting from all of them. And as you can see right here, man, I'm taking off some of my hair off my hand just to show you how good and good they cut. No pain, no nicking, no chopping on your skin. Everything comes off so smooth, man. I really love what Babyliss has done with their trimmers, and this is no exception. And with any clipper or a trimmer or any machine that I usually buy, I usually try it on myself first. So as you can see right now, I'm taking my mustache down, and a little bit later I'm gonna line up my beard, and just try out all the machines on myself and just see how they work on myself first. All of them came pre-charged, so that was a plus. And all three machines say that they have Ferrari motors inside. Ooh. And this is my first client, X. He came through. He wanted to get a lineup and a taper. So I'm gonna try out the new things on him. See if they work a little bit. See how he likes them, and see where we go from there. And as you can see, I'm going through my learning curve with these opening and closing of these clippers. It's a little different using a button that's on the front, but I'm getting used to it. It's just something to get used to. And I did say that this was a detachable blade clipper, and as you can see right there, the blade comes all the way off. And I'm pretty sure Babyliss will be coming in with probably some different sets of blades that you can buy for this particular clipper. And this is another client of mine, and I wanted to try out the shavers on him since he usually gets a super skin tight. I wanted to try out the shavers and make sure they were balding all the way down to the skin. And like I said, I'm impressed on all three machines and the work that they did. And this is just my initial review. I'll come back in a couple of months and tell you guys exactly what I think about all three machines in a few months and how they hold up. Initially, I am impressed. The only thing I don't like is the price.